Our next speaker is Soojin O. Park, Raising Future Washingtonians.
Hi, everyone. I want you to take a moment and imagine what you like the future of our state to be 10, 20, 50 years from today. Who are the people that will define what our state looks like? In my mind, they are the small children crawling and running around in diapers, learning to say their first hellos and bye-byes. What are your hopes and dreams for what Washington could be? Now, how will we invest to raise up our youngest learners to get there? What if I told you that children of immigrants are the fastest growing group of children in our state as well as across the country? In fact, 1 in 3 children in our state is a dual language learner. And most of these children of immigrants are growing up speaking a language other than English at home. These children are our future, and they will profoundly shape Washington's socio-cultural, economic, and civic landscape. However, many children of immigrants and their families encounter unprecedented challenges as they strive to contribute to our society. Many of these immigrant origin children face deep disadvantage when their parents are recently immigrants or have been or are undocumented, or have low levels of education, or have jobs that pay disproportionately lower wages, while experiencing racial discrimination, language barriers, and poverty. Many of these children also live in constant fear of wondering, perhaps today their parents will be taken away from them while dropping them off at school or taking them to an emergency room. Many of these children also lack access to high-quality childcare and preschool programs that they are fully eligible for because many immigrant parents are afraid of enrolling their children and taking up the public benefits such as childcare subsidies and child health care services in case that they are forcibly removed or they are penalized for taking up these services. So then, how do we best support our youngest children of immigrants or dual language learners, short for DLL? Research consistently shows that young DLLs stand to gain much more from high-quality programs compared to their English-speaking monolingual peers. Studies have also shown that when given the opportunity to enroll in high-quality programs, DLLs achieve larger gains in cognitive and language skills compared to their monolingual speaking peers, and these gains also persist even longer into elementary grades. We know that high-quality early childhood education matters for all children in Washington, but the impact is especially large for children of immigrants. Therefore, we want them to be represented in our programs, correct? But unfortunately, DLLs in Washington are enrolling in high-quality preschool programs at a much lower rate than their non-DLL peers. And when we think about the skills that our knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy like Washington State needs, this is a huge critical issue that we all need to care about. So my work really takes up these complex issues in 2 ways. First, learning from families what are the critical knowledge and practices that we need to best support the learning of young DLLs. And second, partnering with state policymakers as well as practitioners to systematically improve the quality of preschool programs. And for example, one way we can lift up dual language learners is to improve the quality of preschool programs such as ECAP and Head Start that place families and communities at the center. In one of my studies, I found that Head Start boosted not only the children's vocabulary, reading, and math skills, but also significantly improved the parents' engagement in learning activities at home. In my current work, I also think about what it will take to systematically improve the quality of early learning at local, regional, as well as state levels. And our team partners with states to continuously improve the quality of pre-K programs, particularly for young DLLs and students of color who are now the majority in these states. And we support the states to gather real-time actionable data that they need to build the infrastructure, the governance, and the embedded professional learning systems. This is the work that stands before us. 3 years from now, when my newborn son Joshua is ready to enter preschool, my hope is that he'll meet teachers and peers who will embrace him and support his identity as a DLL. My hope is that Joshua, when he finally learns to speak, he will not only speak back in English only because he is ashamed of knowing another language. My hope is that he will not have to hide away or subtract parts of himself before entering a classroom just so that he can feel like he belongs there. My hope is that he'll maintain his home language so that he'll get to know his grandparents in their native tongue as I got to know mine. And this is the future Washington I hope and dream for. Thank you.